2023 public meeting. This meeting is for Californians by Californians as we work together to protect our communities and fight climate change. To serve people of differing abilities and comply with requirements of the American Disabilities Act, CalRecycle provides closed captions for publicly viewed meetings. Because live captioning requires voice recognition software, some errors may occur. Here's information about our Spanish language interpretation.
Language shouldn't be a barrier when it comes to protecting our air, water, and land. CalRecycle is simulcasting this meeting in both English and Spanish. Click the public meeting banner at the top of calrecycle.ca.gov for a link to our webcast in English and Spanish. If you're attending this meeting in person in Byron Share Auditorium, we have Spanish interpretation devices available. Let our team on the left-hand side of the dais know if you need one. El idioma no debe de ser una barrera cuando se trata de proteger nuestro aire, nuestra agua y tierra. CalRecycle está transmitiendo simultáneamente esta junta pública en español e inglés. Puede encontrar el enlace en línea en español e inglés en la parte superior de nuestra página web calrecycle.ca.gov. Si asiste a esta junta en persona en el auditorio Byron Share, tenemos dispositivos de traducción al español disponibles. Solo informe a nuestro equipo al lado izquierdo del mostrador de presentación si necesita uno.
Our first agenda item today is the Director's Report. CalRecycle Director Rachel Maki-Wagner joins us now with some important updates. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning, and thank you everybody for joining us this morning. It's lovely to see you, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you joining us in person and remotely. Just a few quick updates before we jump into the meeting today. Very excited to announce that CalRecycle has solicited for a proposal for our zero waste plan. State of California, as many of you know, is devising our first ever zero waste plan that will be statewide. We've advertised for that just a little over a week ago, and am looking forward to working with contractors as we move forward with that proposal. So if you are interested, please take a look. Secondly, we are so excited to announce a new member of our executive team. Clara here is going to be the Deputy Director for Policy for the department. We are so excited to have her after many years with the legislature. She is joining us, bringing much experience and expertise with many of our programs. And with that, I will turn it back over to Maria.
Thank you. California is advancing its circular economy reforms to fight climate change. Deputy Director of Legislative Affairs, is Erin here? Is Erin here remotely? Sorry, we're going to skip this portion. To more fully engage with Californians on monthly public meeting agenda items, CalRecycle is moving to an all-live public comment submission process. Instead of submitting written comments online, you can now address agenda items directly with CalRecycle in person or over the phone. Here's how.
California wants your input on recycling and trash pollution issues. Join CalRecycle's decision-making process by making a live public comment on any of today's monthly public meeting agenda items in person or by phone. Microphones are available for those of you in the room with in-person comments. If you're joining remotely, you can call in with your comment. Just click the public meeting banner at the top of our website, then click the public comments button for step-by-step caller instructions. We will address live public comments at the end of the meeting.
CalRecycle wants your feedback as we work to implement historic circular economy reforms. Our department is hosting a public workshop on the SB 54 needs assessment on December 14th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The workshop will focus on the needs assessment and component studies that will be conducted by CalRecycle or its contractors. Additionally, data that could aid in the needs assessment studies. We encourage organizations that are interested in bidding on upcoming contract solicitations for the needs assessment to attend this workshop. You can attend in person, register to participate through Zoom, or watch the webcast. Subscribe to the SB 54 listserv to receive updates about the upcoming workshops. Californians collected almost 9.2 billion beverage containers in the first half of 2023. Beverage Container Recycling Deputy Director Amy Cameron is here with program updates. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. The beverage container recycling numbers are in for the first half of 2023. January through June of 2023 showed a 76% collection rate from California consumers, up from 75% at the same time period last year. Aluminum reached 80% for this time period, but collection rates tend to decline as we head into the fall and winter months. We have published the biannual report on our website. And also on our website and on this agenda, we have linked the quarterly certification and registration report and the enforcement report to today's agenda. Back to you, Maria.
Thank you, Amy. CalRecycle expects to announce $154 million in organics recycling infrastructure grants very soon. The department is also reviewing applications for its latest SB 1383 local assistance grant cycle. Thanks to everyone who applied. A quick reminder about upcoming grant deadlines. Applications for tire-derived aggregate grant program awards are due December 6th. In January, applications are due for farm and ranch cleanup grants, beverage container recycling city-county payment program awards, and community composting for green spaces grant program. Sign up on CalRecycle's listservs to receive updates about CalRecycle grant programs. Next on the agenda, updates to several of California's extended producer responsibility programs. Division of the Circular Economy Deputy Director Zoe Heller joins us with those items. Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning, Maria. Today we have multiple items related to our pharmaceutical and Sharps waste stewardship programs for the Director's consideration. But before we go into those, just wanted to give a couple updates on where we are with some of our programmatic submissions. On October 15th, the Foundation resubmitted its 2022 annual report for covered drugs, which staff is currently reviewing for compliance. The statutory deadline for the Director's compliance determination is January 15th in 2024. CalRecycle has not yet received Ultimed's resubmittal of its 2024 annual program budget for home-generated Sharps that was due on October 15th, 2023. So we have a number of decisions that I'm going to share today. CalRecycle staff have reviewed 6 documents related to pharmaceuticals and Sharps waste stewardship programs that were submitted in August. The Director made the following decisions on these items. On October 29th, the Director approved MedProject's 2024 annual program budgets for both covered drugs and home-generated Sharps waste. On November 17th, the Director made the following compliance determinations. MedProject's 2022 annual report for covered drugs was approved. The Foundation's 2022 annual report for home-generated Sharps waste was disapproved and referred to the Waste Permitting, Compliance, and Mitigation Division for potential enforcement. On November 20th, the Director made the following compliance determinations. MedProject's 2022 annual report for home-generated Sharps waste was approved. Ultimed's 2022 annual report for home-generated Sharps waste was disapproved and referred to Waste Permitting, Compliance, and Mitigation Division for potential enforcement. You can read the staff analysis on all of these items in the public notices linked in today's agenda and subscribe to CalRecycle's Pharmaceutical and Sharps listserv to receive updates. All right, next on the agenda, we have a mattress-related item. We have an upcoming public workshop on the state's mattress recycling baseline and goals. This will be December 5th at 10 a.m. here in the Byron Scher Auditorium. You can also register and participate online. We want your feedback as part of CalRecycle's review process and potential updates of the state mattress recycling baseline amounts and state mattress recycling goals. Please visit the CalRecycle events page or check out the public notice linked in today's agenda for more information and sign up for CalRecycle's mattress stewardship listserv to receive program updates. Okay, moving on to carpet now. The carpet stewardship law requires the stewardship organization to submit a plan update to CalRecycle to increase the assessment if the amount of the assessment is not sufficient to fund the program. CalRecycle received CARE's differential assessments plan amendment on September 20th, and staff observed that the increased assessment that CARE proposed appears to be sufficient to fund the program, including meeting CARE's reserve policies. The Director approved CARE's plan amendment on the November 17, 2023, to achieve the required reserve amounts by December 31st, 2025. And CARE shall implement its proposed differential assessment effective Jan 1, 2024. While CARE's differential assessment plan amendment meets minimum requirements, it does not reflect the environmental benefits and cost savings associated with carpets that have increased durability, reusability, and recyclability. CalRecycle expects to see this considered in CARE's future differential assessment plan amendments. Staff analysis can be found in the request for action included in the public notice link on today's agenda. Back to you, Maria.
Thanks, Zoe. California's waste reduction and recycling progress would not be possible without the hard work of our local jurisdictions. Deputy Director Kara Morgan of CalRecycle's Materials Management and Local Assistance Division is here with our next informational agenda items. Good morning, Kara.
Good morning, Maria. Thank you all for being here today. CalRecycle is required to review and either approve or disapprove each countywide or regional agency integrated waste management plan 5-year review report. These reports are comprehensive analyses of planning documents which may be impacted by changes in demographics, disposal capacities, funding, as well as diversion programs. The counties of Santa Barbara and Riverside submitted their 5-year review report for their countywide integrated waste management plan. They concluded that no revisions to the county's plans are necessary at this time. I have approved each of these items. Next on the agenda, Los Angeles County has amended its countywide siting element. This is required to describe facilities that may be used to meet the county's 15-year disposal needs. There are no new developments or potential landfill expansion plans in this revised siting element. The revision includes updates to help the county shift to more alternatives to landfill technologies. I have also approved this item. You'll find all of the details on all 3 items linked in the public notice on this agenda. Back to you, Maria.
Thank you, Kara. We are sailing through our agenda today. So now to pending solid waste and tire facilities permits updates. Here's a quick overview of California facility standards, plus a statewide facility permit update from Environmental Program Manager Paulina Lawrence.
Protecting the health of Californians and their land, food, water, and air is a big job. Local, state, and federal agencies play different roles to enforce public health and environmental safety standards. In California, solid waste local enforcement agencies process applications, issue, and enforce permits for solid waste facilities. These include landfills, transfer stations, compost facilities, or similar operations. CalRecycle must verify permits are consistent with state requirements. Permits can only address areas within the authority of local enforcement agencies and CalRecycle. Check out the link below for more detailed information. Emergency waivers allow temporary changes to solid waste permit requirements in response to local or state disasters. Local enforcement agencies may approve the waivers, which are good for up to 120 days and may be extended. CalRecycle must review approved waivers and can condition, limit, suspend, or terminate them. Check out the link for more detailed information. For waste tire facilities, CalRecycle processes applications, issues, and enforces waste tire permits. These include requirements to make sure tires are stored and processed in a way that reduces potential threats from fire and disease-carrying vectors like mosquitoes. Check out the link for more detailed information.
For Riverside County, the department on October 29, 2023 agreed with the local enforcement agency to concur on Harris Transfer Station and Material Recovery Facility. This is a modified solid waste facilities permit. Action was needed November 1st, 2023. For Los Angeles County, the department on November 14th, 2023 agreed with the LEA to concur on Grand Central Recycling and Transfer Station. This is a revised solid waste facilities permit. Action needed date was December 25th, 2023. New to this month's agenda is San Bernardino County is the City of Claremont Community Services Department. This is a new solid waste facilities permit. Action needed date is January 8th, 2024. Preliminary review of the permit package indicates the following proposed design parameters. The proposed facility will be a large volume transfer processing facility. Permitted hours of operation will be 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Permitted maximum tonnage will be 184 tons per day. Permitted traffic volume will be 44 vehicles per day. The permitted area will be 1.39 acres, and the design capacity will be 184 tons. For Orange County, we have B Canyon Greenery. This is a revised compostable materials handling facility permit. Action is needed December 31st, 2023. Preliminary review of the permit package indicates the following proposed changes. Increasing the permitted maximum tonnage from 437 tons per day to 876 tons per day. Increasing the composting permitting area from 30 acres to 31.4 acres. Increasing the total permitted area from 30 acres to 37.3 acres. And the addition of food material and manure as acceptable materials. For Yolo County, we have Yolo County Central Landfill. This is a revised solid waste facilities permit. Action is needed January 2nd, 2024. Preliminary review of the permit package indicates the following proposed changes. Increase in the permitted maximum tonnage from 1,800 tons per day to 3,000 tons per day. Increase in the permitted traffic volume from 1,047 vehicles per day to 1,305 vehicles per day. Adjustments to the permitted area acreage and design capacity for the construction and demolition, compost facility 2, and in-vessel digestion activities, while keeping the total permitted area of 724.54 unchanged. Addition of ancillary hours, updates to the joint technical document, and lastly, updates to the permit language.
And now, CalRecycle's Environmental Program Manager, Paulina Lawrence, joins us live with one more update.
Thank you, Maria. The department received an update for Yolo County Central Landfill. I'll be announcing today with a revised permit action date of January 19th, 2024. Also, the department did not receive any emergency waivers from last month's public meeting. Back to you, Maria.
Thank you, Paulina. You can find more information on any of today's agenda items by going to CalRecycle's homepage and click on the public meeting web banner at the top of our site for a link to the agenda and associated public notices. Now it's time for live public comments. First, we'll take comments from the public present in our Sacramento Cal EPA headquarters meeting room. Are there any comments today? Looks like we have some.
Good morning. Tim Shestak with the American Chemistry Council. Just curious if you might have any updates on the timing of SB 54 informal rulemaking packet being made public. Thank you.
Hi, Tim. Thanks so much for the question. I know this is a question a lot of people have right now. We are working really hard to get a draft out for release. As you know, the regulatory process unto itself is pretty robust, and then you add a regulation that is not only brand new, but something really all-encompassing like the implementation of SB 54. So we're working really hard to get that done, and we're hoping to get a draft out here soon, and the entirety of the language will be the next point of review, and we are hoping to then schedule some meetings and workshops post-release.
Good morning, Christine Crum. I'm from Yolo County. Thank you so much for allowing me to make a public comment today. I'm commenting obviously about the Yolo County's permitting process. I do have some concerns as a local resident and one that's very near to the landfill regarding increased odors. I really appreciate that the county has done an excellent job of trying to mitigate those and actually being responsive, so that's been awesome. Another major concern of mine, which hasn't been addressed sufficiently as far as I'm concerned, is road damage to the local roads that go actually into the county. I think that if road trash also isn't picked up and happening, it probably needs to be done by a different agency other than Yolo County Probation. And if that needs to be done, they may need to increase cost to actually pick up local trash that's being dumped.
Sorry to interrupt. So the road, you mentioned road damage. Is it road damage or litter abatement or both?
Both. The road damage is obviously due to the large trucks going in, the increased number of vehicles that are going to be coming into the landfill will increase that. Currently, there are a number of potholes that have been filled as a stopgap to actually having a safe road, but unfortunately, the weight of the vehicles coming on there, I am actually concerned about the dangerous conditions that it causes. I think that drivers are often, I find, driving in the wrong lane to avoid the potholes on the weighted side going into the landfill. And I am worried that a head-on collision could actually occur, as I've seen several near misses as people assume other folks are going to move out of their way. I am worried about that significantly. I think if the Yolo County has concerns about the cost, I know that they also have to work with the Yolo County Transportation, and it could be something where the county needs to actually make some adjustments to the way that happens and be more assertive in making sure that transportation is on board with assuring that we have safe roads going out to the landfill. I also believe that while they've done a great job of instituting some tarping policy for the county and some laws and are actually doing a lot to enforce that, it still has not decreased the number of trash that's coming out of vehicles going into the landfill. So those are my primary concerns with the additional permitting.
So again, appreciate the comment, and just a follow-up question. And so the trucks that are going in to deliver to the landfill, they have trash falling off of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. All right.
It's obviously not just the trucks that are contracted to pick up local trash. It's all the local residents who are coming from the county or from other outside counties in private vehicles. It's not as much from the large actual contracted agencies.
Vehicles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate the comment.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Are there any other comments in the room today? Okay, do we have any comments on the phone? Okay, so we're going to go now to our live comments for people calling in.
Right now, it's caller number 0392. If you can unmute yourself and then state your name, affiliation, and go ahead with your comment.
Hi, thank you. I'm 0392. I'm Susan Collins, the president of the Container Recycling Institute, and I have two comments, but they're brief. The first one is that I thank you very much for the opportunity to give our comments without having somebody else read our comments. In the past, my comments were misconstrued by the way they were sort of edited while they were being read live. And that's been problematic. I wasn't able to express myself in the way that I wanted to express myself by typing in comments. So I very much appreciate that you've moved to this new system. So thank you very much. My second comment was that I wanted to, it's more of it really is just a comment. It's not a question. I'm really hoping that CalRecycle can get back on schedule with producing financial reports on the beverage container recycling program, because as far as I know, unless I've missed it, I don't think a financial report has been released for 2 years. And by statute, those are supposed to be released twice a year. And I know that CalRecycle is also aware of the fact that the governor's budget had a number of financial errors last year. And I'm definitely hopeful that the governor's budget won't have any errors this coming year, and that that CalRecycle can get back on track with producing accurate and timely quarterly financial or semi-annual financial reports for the beverage container program. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Susan.
All right, so it looks like that's it for today. And we want to thank everyone who participated in today's public meeting. You can find videos from today's meeting and the November 2023 monthly public meeting recording of this meeting today posted on CalRecycle's YouTube channel as soon as possible. Given the short week, that may not be until Monday. As we work to make our communication as accessible, inclusive, and relevant to Californians as possible, we welcome your feedback through CalRecycle's various listservs and various channels. Have a great rest of your morning and week, and we will see you next month.